Gray housing will be a great addition because it provides many low-income houses for the less skilled in our community. The benefits of having gray housing is that they will be financed and maintained by federal government. The cost of having this is that there are many safety concerns and it will be a bad image for the public.
The Steve Brown production set would provide a good asset to the city, even if we did choose a dump. The production studio did not mind the dump nor the prison, thus making it a suitable entity for the city. However, it was the main cause of pollution toward the environment. Having a Madame Curie medical research lab will benefit the city in the future. This program will be based on medical research for children's diseases and medicine. This can surely create more higher-paying jobs, which can give the city higher taxes along with revenue. Having these programs will educate the society of the city and will make it more healthier in the process.
The golf course may have been necessary to keep our researchers in the medical research facility happy and entertained, and it may have given people short-term jobs for construction and landscaping. But in all, the project is worthless for the city.
By having the Gray Business Park and Towers, we as a city will have space for us to grow and develop new businesses in our city. In addition, the Business Park and Towers will provide new office buildings that will be up for lease. Our city will also reduce the cost of rental. The only downside to this is that Matildaville doesn't have a strong history of business development, so corporate real estate magnates are reluctant.
The mob prison will provide a sense of fear in the city, but the overall vibe of having a prison would not be that bad. The prison will provide the city with a reasonable revenue, having funding from the federal or state government. Although it may seem like a bad idea, the prison will give the city jobs, protection, and money starting from the time that it is built.
The City of New York have requested landfill space for dumping garbage. With no cost and revenue of $15 million a year, it was safe to say that the dump site was a good investment. Even though the dump site might not be a good thing to look at, it's easy to maintain. It's not a lot of mess involved. The dump site is making profit to the Matildaville's financial system.
The preservation park is what would represent Mrs. Gray's wishes for the city. Although it will not generate the city much revenue, if at all, the park would not cost a lot to maintain, and it would not push the city further into the debt deficit that it is currently in.
The Youth Center will provide the children of Matildaville with entertainment, fun, and some worthwhile activities, all according to Mrs. Gray's wishes. However, given the current debt status of the city, the Youth Center would not provide the city with revenue and would only add to the city's growing debt.
The baseball field would surely entice the citizens and sport-loving fans of the city, there's no doubt in that. It may even give the city a boost in tourism. But the cost of construction would put the city in even more debt, thus making it not worth to pursue the project. And to add to that, being a new team, the Sluggers would have to have a couple of rough years, thus making the revenue from admissions and advertisements plummet.
Although the civilians may not be fond of casinos, we decided otherwise. A casino inhabited in this city will develop a growth of money that will benefit the city for today through tax and jobs. Within 5 years, the anti-casino law satisfies citizens. Until then, we can guarantee money.
The museum does pertain to the wishes of Mrs. Gray, but in all, it doesn't help the city as a whole, nor does it help Mayor Tharp's issue. The museum will also provide the city with short-term jobs, and it will provide its citizens with a sense of culture and class. However, the museum does not provide the city with real revenue, and the city is the one that has to maintain it. Although the benefits of the museum may seem great, it still does not fit our plans for the city.
We choose not to pursue the community college because it would take up the majority land and it would also not help our current debt. However, if we did pursue the college, it would provide short-term jobs for those who are in need, and it would also help increase the human capital of Matildaville, being beneficial for the long run.
Matildaville was left 96 acres of unused land for their own benefit. No debt will be incurred. There will be no development costs that will be borne. The interest rates on the bonds will most likely rise also. We also plan on using the land to help our city and eventually decrease our debt.